Through the workflow management, we are able to create and move tasks and claim files around as appropriate. By having a fully imaged environment, we're able to do case conferencing. We could have multiple people reviewing the file at the same time from any place, providing their expertise on a complex case. We have different people who would be involved in some of these case conferences. We have case management consultants, our highly skilled coaches who provide the expertise and mentoring. The manager would review several files for members of their team, and this practice would be very common in our weekly manager to abilities case manager one-on-one meetings. We have auditors. I think everybody in the insurance world is very familiar with auditors and the network that needs to be in place in order to support that. So audits could be performed on any key process items as well as case management audits from anywhere and at any time. This functionality has really allowed us to up our game when it comes to solid case management. Our philosophy is the right case management plan on the right claim at the right point in time. It is this platform that has allowed us to do this effectively using our various partners and skill sets across the entire organization. The more content our staff is, the better their overall performance and the better our business outcomes. We have flexible work arrangements, whether this be work from home arrangements on a permanent or periodic basis, we're able to accommodate. Having a fully imaged environment has made these options possible for our staff. By allowing multiple people to view the same claim at the same time from anywhere in the country, we are able to better mentor and coach our staff. This has allowed us to fire on all cylinders and deliver our great outcomes. It's much faster to review and respond to any question an abilities case manager may have when managing a tough case. We no longer have clutter on our desks or in cabinets. There's no challenges with locating key parts or forms or the claim file itself. With everything available online, we no longer have any lost files. We are able to effectively manage the caseloads of our staff. This, in turn, allows us to make sure we are maximizing existing capacity and to also ensure our staff are not overloaded so they can apply the most effective case management plan to each of their claims in their entire portfolio. We are able to attract and retain the best talent anywhere in the country. We're not restricted by geographic location. We are able to create a very robust quality program that sets us apart from our competitors. The technology is the backbone through our quality audit program, allows the quality auditors to view any file. We can audit any file at any time as the need arises. We are able to quickly identify and respond or correct any issue that does arise within our operation. We have very extensive and elaborate reporting. Our joke within the operation, but it's true, is that if it moves, we can measure it. This has allowed us to develop a lot of tools to help identify key opportunities so we have the right case management plan on the right claims at the right point in time. This is critical to our success. We have recently developed a portfolio summary, which is a tool that shows every single abilities case manager all of the key results and performance indicators so they can action and drive the best case management plans on their entire portfolio. This is available and waiting for them every Monday when they come into the office. Since we have this at an individual level, it's allowed us to create a manager version representing key management items for their entire team, and then create an office version for our 6 locations, and finally to a national version for overall management and oversight. We believe that everyone has accountabilities, so these reporting tools allows everyone at all levels to take ownership. By having everything online, we have a very secure and confidential environment in our offices. Protecting the privacy of our plan members and plan sponsors is extremely important, so having an environment like this allows us to live our core principles. Key takeaways. So if I were to summarize this, we have a much more cost-effective operation where we've been able to reduce our unit cost for all of our products and services from several angles, including FTEs, the footprint, and use of third-party tools and services. The speed and effectiveness of response gives the customer a much better experience and the peace of mind they deserve so they can focus on getting healthy and returning to work rather than stressing about their financials and likely worsening their condition. Only because we've had this environment have we been able to review and transform our key business processes and models that impact our short-term disability and long-term disability claims. It also impacts some roles like the key health management activities, our claims management partners, as well as our front-end services. We are able to retain and attract key talent through some of our flexible arrangements and lack of geographic boundaries. We are a much more environmentally friendly company. We do as little in paper as possible. The direction we've been able to take the life and disability claims operation is really amazing, and this only sets us up for future evolution. So at this point, I'll be passing it back to Era to take questions from here.
All right, well, thank you. Thanks for that very informative presentation. And yes, we have indeed come to the question and answer part of our program. Once again, we invite you to submit your questions, and we will do our best to get to them. So let's get to some of those questions if we can. Corey, this one goes out to you. What value does Sun Life put on improved customer service?
It's very critical. In our mission statement, we do talk about service and providing financial peace of mind. And for a lot of our plan members, this is the first experience and the first touch that they're going to have with Sun Life disability. So the decision is the most critical. They want to know if their claim is going to be approved because it's an income supplement product while they're experiencing some kind of hardship.
All right, interesting. So how difficult was it for the users to adapt the new system?
It actually was pretty easy. We've been living in an imaged environment for a number of years now. This is a fairly new system that we've introduced, but it's very similar to our previous system. So the main concepts and functionality was cloned in here. What we did do, which actually worked very well for us, and we're now carrying forward into each of our IT initiatives, is we have a location or a champion from every single office who sits in sort of the project team. And we get, obviously, their buy-in, they need to support it, but in essence, they become the champion within their operation. So when we rolled out Altera and we did the training across the country, this champion was absolutely critical. Retrained, expect a slightly longer learning curve because it's different. But in fact, we had everybody within 3 days of leaving training back up to full speed, which was pretty amazing.
Okay. Corey, again, what business gains have you seen, including the direct benefits from an enterprise content management system?
There's a number of things. Obviously, the big one, or one of the big ones, is the reduced cost. So whether this be the footprint, the fact that we've got approximately 40% of our total staff working from home office means that we need smaller office locations, therefore saving money there. Our FTEs, I talked about the $2 million saved on our short-term disability product alone, and then you have the centralization of some of the non-customer-facing teams. So there was some savings there, as well as the maximizing capacity within our LTD operations. We also do referrals to solutions providers. So it's making sure that we've got the best case management plan, which can use third-party tools or vocational services. So it's making sure that there's the appropriate use of those. So those three pieces are probably the most or the biggest driver on reduced cost.